I made another item analysis sheet for Unit 4 Quiz 2. I just want to show you guys how to update it with your information just to save me a little bit of time so you guys all know how to do it. So I updated the raw data screen so it has the percentage of each student, so their score. Like that calculates along the right hand side. So you see Mariella got 100 here, Franco got a 40.63. This is just fake data. I just plugged in to see if the spreadsheet was working correctly for me. It also records the amount, the percentage of each answer choice chosen. Okay, and the correct answer choice is highlighted in green. And it also tells us so those were for the multiple choice. It also tells us the average amount of points scored for each of the short answer, as well as how many students were 80 above, how many students were failing, and how many were in between 80 and failing. So in order to make your own page, you're just going to click the plus button to add two sheets. Slide the sheets over. So just click and slide them. Okay, try to keep them all like the same name. It'll make it easier to replace. So I'm going to do Liguori's, Liguori raw data. That's always the raw data is where you're going to type in all the students' answer choices, and then rename Liguori calc page. And this is where all like the calculations for the percentages, all the students' scores are done on this page. And this is where we're going to enter data, and this is where we're going to view the data. So it's in one convenient screen for us. So first thing, you don't want to type in all your students' names again. Just go to our data sheet. So this is the Liguori student data sheet. You can highlight the first two columns, copy them, and I'm going to paste them into raw data. I like to resize the columns. So if you highlight the top column and go to resize, fit the data, it'll make it look a little nicer. Command V, resize, fit the data. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to raw data, Liguori's, and then go to raw data on mine. So I'm going to copy from here all the way to row S, all the way down to the bottom. And I also want to catch this information in here too. We copy all of that. I just want to make sure everything's highlighted. Now we're going to go to Liguori raw data. Notice how I did, so this was my first student, and I did 2 rows above that first student. So when I go to Liguori's, I'm going to go 2 rows above that first student and paste it in. And that should have it line up. Nope, I missed. So I'm just going to go back. I'm going to go 3 rows above. And now my answer choices line up with Joel's. I also need to copy my information from the calc page. So I'm going to go here, all the way down. Copy that, Command C. Go to Liguori's calc page. Okay, and it lines. I'm also going to do fit the data here again. So along the top columns, click on the little down arrow, resize, fit the data. Just going to squish it all up a little bit easier to see. And do the same thing with the Liguori raw data. Squish them up so they're easy to see. So it's pretty good so far. The only problem with the calc page, so Liguori's calc page now, all her information is pulling from my spreadsheet. So it says like this column says pulling from Brussels raw data. So whatever I put in, it's going to go to her calc page, and we don't want that. So problem is every single cell has Brussels raw data in it. So to quickly do that, you're going to go to Edit, Find and Replace. And I want to find everywhere where it says Brussels raw data, like right here. So I'm just going to type Brussels raw data, and I want to replace that with Liguori raw data. I do not want to do that on all the sheets. This is really important. Please don't do it on all the sheets because it's going to mess up everyone's. Just do it on this sheet. And I want to search within the formulas because I'm changing all the formulas. So I'm going to find. It's going to think a little bit, and then I'm going to hit Replace All. Should be thinking. Give it some time. So it replaced 1,410 of those, and it should say done. Okay. So now this should be pulling from Liguori's. So let's just double check this. If I change, okay. Before I do this too, so we changed everything in Liguori's calc page, and you can check now. Instead of saying Brussels raw data everywhere, it should say Liguori raw data everywhere on this page. Now I also have these scores are pulling from the Liguori from the calc page, but notice how it says Brussels calc page. So on this sheet, we're going to go to Edit, Find and Replace, and now everywhere it says Brussels calc page, you need to change it with Liguori calc page. Again, change it to this sheet. Don't change all of the sheets in this document, please. And then also search within formulas, find, replace all. It should just replace this whole column, and then we should be done. Okay, so now as we type stuff in, if I change this, it should change the percentage in that screen. C, B, B. Well, I gotta figure out why that's not working. So I go back to my calc page. That's D6. This is D6 as well. Oh, for some reason that one didn't change. Okay, so if you notice when we, all the other ones are working. So this is all says Liguori raw data, Liguori. For some reason this one thing doesn't. So I'm just gonna change this to so it says Liguori. And again, if you have an issue with like any of it, just let me know. I'll change it for you. I'll help you. I'm gonna change this so it says Liguori. And now when you go back, if I change this, it should change the score. So I'm going to change this to A. And it should change the score over here. Change this to B. Yep. Okay, so now that changes, and they all should change as we put scores in. B, that's correct. C, A. Okay, so these are all changing for us. It should be counting and tallying our scores down here, which it is. and that's good to go. So if you need help with any other piece of this, please let me know, and I will see you in PLC.